Call him the ride.
Go ahead, put it on real tight. I hope you brought your best tonight. They say they got the fireworks, yeah, they say they got the show. Here around the chutes, you're the best, so let's go.
This is Texas Toast. I'm your host, Miss Helen. Kick back and enjoy as we toast the best from Texas.
Welcome, everyone, to Texas on Tap with Miss Helen, along with producer Kyle. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I guess I'll talk in 2 words the whole podcast. Hello. Welcome.
Oh, God. Yeah, let's make it see how long we can keep that going. I don't even notice. We used to do, or we always do weird shit like that, but I never notice it anymore. It's just.
Yeah. The funny thing is, all my friends know if I say I love it, if I give them 3 loves, that means like good stuff.
Oh, she's serious.
Which I've got some love it songs both of us do this week.
Absolutely. You want me to get it started, or you want to kick it off?
You roll on.
All right, cool. So let's see. Who do I want to start with? I'm going to start with our friend Rio Tripiano. He just put out his second single ever under his solo project, his own name, Rio Tripiano. It's called Show Me Your Love. It's featuring another friend of the show, Jade Marie Patek. It's kind of like a Texas power duo thing going on. Like the song is, similar in the same vein, like hip and cool and guitar centric. And Rio's just once again showcasing all that skill that he has. And then Jade's just coming in with the pipes on the harmonies, and she's got these like big belting parts, and it's real cool. I've just been singing "Show Me a Love" like
right.
Ever since Rio sent it over to me a couple days ago. So it's a real good one. Check it out, and then keep an eye out for all the other stuff he's got coming our way. And then let's see, next up, the Panhandlers. We talked about another song of theirs a couple weeks ago, and the tune I picked is Lajitas. The record just dropped today to streaming. It's their second full length called Tough Country. This song's just a lot of fun. I mean, I guess the whole record is a lot of fun, and that's kind of, I think, why these guys do it. But this song in particular, Lajitas, 3 of them have their own verse, and it's kind of, each one tells a slightly different story. I also took my first trip out to Big Bend last fall, and so it's like super relatable for me, like every piece of it.
Yes.
I'm not going to get into all that, but it's just a great song. I really like it, and I've listened to the record, and it's pretty phenomenal. So you guys should go and check it out.
I liked it too. I wanted to be in Lajitas with them in that song.
Yeah, putting your ass in the Rio Grande. Oh,
yes.
Yeah. All right, and then let's kick the tap room doors open with our buddy Lane Smith. He just dropped this song to streaming last week. It's called "I Can't Sleep." And brand new song from Lane Smith, "I Can't Sleep." And Lane just keeps dropping the heaters on us.
Yes, like, he does. So proud of him.
He can't do wrong. This song just came out like a week ago from today, and it's already got over 30,000 streams on Spotify.
Dang.
It's got this song is, it's rocking. It's got all those elements that Lane always brings to the table, but it's like a super heavy song. It's kind of like the story of being in a toxic relationship, and oh man, it's just like another weapon in his arsenal at this point. He's just like kind of stockpiling. I don't know what he's gonna throw at us next, but God, I think he is making a name for himself beyond Texas country, and I think he's going to be a name we hear for a decade at least.
Certainly, and if you haven't caught it, we got the podcast with him.
Yep.
Go back and listen. It was a good one.
Absolutely.
Okay, so time for me, my picks. Adam Hood has just dropped a new single, brand new to radio. It's called "Can't Stand Leavin'." On the run, and I can't stop leaving is kind of the premise of it. You'll hear the harmony in there that's so wonderful. That's Courtney Patton. It's from his album Bad Days Better. And it's kind of like, I really could relate to that song because I read the backstory on how he wrote this song. And I won't get into that just in case he comes on the podcast, hopefully one day. But you know how I know when I leave home sometimes, and even though I'm excited about to travel somewhere, it's just kind of like you get in traffic or you get out traveling and you're like, why am I doing this? I could be at home, like in my safe zone with my loved ones. But anyway, so that's a good one. I love the whole beat on it. And Adam Hood, "Can't Stand Leaving," just dropped to radio. And then the next one is Squeezebox Bandits. You know how I like them. The name of the song is Hello Heartache, and it's kind of termed as a Tex-Mex honky tonk song. Don't you love that? Because
That's
you can
how all
hear
their
all that.
stuff feels to
You
me.
can hear
Yeah.
all that in that song, but it's their follow-up to Never Again Again with Matt Hillier. I love the harmony, and I can just think about the atmosphere when they're performing that particular song live, or if you're sitting around with friends and you decide to play that song.
Hmm.
But love them, and a great song there from Squeezebox Bandits, Hello Heartache. Now we're going to open the tap room for a brand new radio release from Rye Wolf. It's called Where the Yellow Meets Blue. Remember his name, Rye Wolf, Where the Yellow Meets Blue. That's out to radio, and we'll talk about how the success and the great thing that's going on. But Rye is from Canyon, Texas. He actually did recorded this in his home studio. He has an LP out called Randall County Reverb, and I confess, Kyle, I went down the rabbit hole last night.
Oh yeah, you did
And
some listening?
yes, I love his stuff. He's had two Texas top 50s with Hurricane and Two Wild Horses, but he's got a little blues thing going on
Hmm.
with Blood Red River. It was the best blues song in 2022. And Snake Eyes is also on that LP, and it's kind of bluesy as well. So I really enjoyed that. I look for him to do great things. So check out Rye Wolf. But this new radio single, Where the Yellow Meets Blue, and check out all of his other music like I did.
Yeah, that dude cranks tunes out. I went and looked through his discography, and in the last 2 years, he's released like 30 plus songs. Like he put out an LP and the one you were talking about with Hurricane and all those songs in I think May of last year, and then just put out a new one last week. It's wild. He's pumping them out. So
So yeah, that's just brand new release to radio. So here we go. We'll have to keep a look on that. So
yeah.
now, dun dun dun, dun time to look at the charts.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. No, you
Did you wanted me to talk about our friends in More
this
Than
is
Music
like
Creation?
a bad dance.
Oh, it's great. Hey, I'm still learning. My lady's teaching me slowly. I don't know what a half step or a one step are, but one day I'll get there. Who knows?
Oh, you will. You'll do great. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about our friends.
Yeah, absolutely. So check out More Than Music Creations. They're big supporters of the show and good friends of ours. We've had half of them on the show. Michael Kelton, who's the drummer for Pat Green. He's also an incredible singer-songwriter and solo artist. So what they're doing is they're taking guitar strings from a bunch of different Texas country acts and making unique jewelry lines using those strings. So you can check it out, morethanmusiccreations.com. There's all kinds of cool stuff. They've also got their own collections, and a little secret, we're working on our own collection with them.
I know
So
that's so exciting
that's going to be coming soon.
because all of their stuff is right in my wheelhouse because I
Yep.
don't like real gaudy stuff or like and it's just like and then to think about the meaning behind their jewelry it's just it's simple but yet it makes a statement in so many different ways. It makes a statement for what it represents and what it benefits and then the statement on you.
Yeah, and actually, I don't think I've mentioned that in a few weeks, but to add to what they're doing, the reason they started the company, they benefit a nonprofit organization out of Austin that essentially takes kids who are underprivileged or in the foster system and pairs them with mentors or teaches them an instrument. So it's just awesome. Like everything
Yeah.
they're doing is cool. It's a great product, great people, um, and for a great cause. So
Okay. All right. So quick look at the charts. Texas Country Music Chart, new and on the chart debuting this week. You're going to love this. John Stork debuted in the top 100 with First Time at
of course.
54. And then right behind him was Adam Hood. And John also had the greatest spin increase. So he's, and I love that song. We talked about it, I believe, last week.
Yep.
So top 5 this week on the Texas Country Music Chart from 5 last week to 5 this week. Cody Canada and The Departed with Lonely Girl. Caitlin Butts, she had went to number 1. She's at number 4 with Jackson. John Wolf stayed at 3 with Beers We Ain't Drink Yet. The Great Divide went from 4 to 2 with Good Side. They're making big moves like this week.
Oh yeah.
And so now we got to do another drum roll for our friend Jake Bush that went from number 6 to number 1 on the Texas Country
Yeehaw!
Music Chart with Cowgirl.
Mhm.
So congratulations to Jake Bush.
I think is that third consecutive for him? Or
You know,
maybe that's on the other chart.
probably,
Maybe that's
well,
on the T3R.
yeah, T3R. Actually, I'm a
Because he
little,
was
He was number one because I
last
know
week, right?
we're a week behind on this, but their
Yeah.
last week position showed differently. But he's number one
Hmm.
on this week ending week before because we run behind because this airs on a Friday. This chart comes out on a Friday.
Right.
But yeah, number one, number two, yeah. So Jake Bush sits at number one with Cowgirl. Number two, Beers We Ain't Drank Yet, John Wolfe, Most Beautiful Place I've Ever Been, Case Harden, Fast Car, Randy Rogers Band, and man, they just zoomed up the chart with that one. And number five went from number nine to number five, The Great Divide, Good Side.
Damn, they are making moves.
Yeah, I love
Wow.
that song. Yeah, wait till you see.
Yeah.
Wait till you see this chart.
It's a
They're
little beach tune.
Number five on CD Extraction, Texas is a Randy Rogers Band with Fast Car. They were number nine last week, made that
Hmm.
big move. Jake Bush is at number four with Cowgirl on this chart. John Wolfe's number three. He went from 6 to 3 on CD Extraction, Texas in 1 week. From 5 to 2, The Great Divide, Good Side, and Flatland went from 4 to 1 with Mountain Song.
Mountain,
And let me
mountain.
tell you, looking at the spin count, it was super close between The Great Divide and Flatland.
Oh, really? Oh, so
Yeah,
hopefully they'll probably be there next week.
I hope so. I know
Nice.
I've seen some stuff. So anyway,
Nice. Very cool.
yeah, all good stuff.
Sweet. What do we talk about now? What do we do here? Oh, we had fun last weekend.
Yes, we did. I was okay. This was so fun because Kyle came because Bree Bagwell played our fair here, and I just loved. I didn't know who. Usually, I get there so early, like early-ish when I have to do the stage intros, and it was so cool. I opened the door and I went, "Oh, my little family's here." Yeah, we're all sitting and having your supper. It was so nice.
Yeah, they fed us, and as we all heard multiple times through that evening, those were probably the best potatoes I've ever had in my life.
Those butter mashed potatoes were good.
They were real good. They ended up, oh man, I can't remember if y'all were still there or not, but after the show, quite a while after the show, a couple
Yes.
rounds in, we were like chugging mashed potatoes out of a plastic bag and tossing
Yeah, because
olives across the room, catching them in each other's mouths. We had a good old
yeah,
time.
because they bagged those potatoes up for y'all, right?
Yeah, well, the first bag they bagged up like a whole gallon of potatoes for Brie, and she put them in her purse. And then at one point, we convinced her to pull them out and like bite the corner off, and we were like squeezing mashed potato. That's kind of gross, actually. Let's skip
No,
past it.
no, that's pretty cool. That's pretty funny.
I wouldn't say cool. It was disgusting, but it was very funny as well.
And then I brought y'all some dessert
Oh, we destroyed that like so quick.
in
It
my
was,
little pineapple dish.
yeah, which I think Bree still has in the van, so
That's
we can
good.
get
That's
that
why
back
I
to you.
brought it. No, no, that's why I brought it because it was like one of those things for I think it was one birthday. My friend gave me those, I think it was Ron's sister. She like gave me this like goody little package for things and it had like shot glasses in it and had those
Mm.
little pineapple plates. And I was like, I was trying to find something to put them on. I'm like, oh, I got to get the pineapple platter and they can keep it and have it
Well, there
or
you go.
whatever.
We
But yeah, it was
appreciated
fun. I've
that.
heard so much good feedback from people about Bree's show. And I'm like, well, yeah, where y'all been? Living under a rock? What
Yeah.
the heck? Really? Seriously?
Yeah,
But yeah, so that was a fun time. Great seeing y'all right
absolutely.
here. And then I have to say we had a great we've had I mean had Rio on and then we had the whole podcast interview with Kinfo was a big old hot mess.
Mm,
And I say
it
that in
was.
such a good, loving way, like embracing. It's like they just like they break me down. Like they
Yeah.
just like when they come on the podcast, or even when I see them, it's like especially when they come on the podcast. It's the second time they've been on, but it's like I mean, it's like you're talking to some of your best friends, like just sitting at a table and you get silly, like kind of how we do. And it's just like it was just so fun. And I was so appreciative of Buzz Russell and his station KNES because they had the Floors Country Store album release party and they were live streaming. And
Oh,
I
wow.
was like washing my dishes. Thank you, Buzz, so much. I like was washing my dishes and I had my phone propped up and I'm like watching them perform and I'm like, yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
that's
And
awesome.
Ron's on the couch. He's like, what? And I'm like, you can't hear what's going on. I was having a party. I was